everyone, Scotty Collier, West Ham Fan TV. Welcome to the big match preview. We take on Newcastle, 12:30 kickoff on Saturday up at St James's Park, where victory could see us move into third in the Premier League. You know, if we want to take this European chase seriously, this is going to be a game we need to get out of the way, get done and dusted, and get the 3 points from. But by no means will this be an easy task. You know, Newcastle, they're not in the greatest of form, but they're going to be boosted from that result against Burnley. Coming back from 1-0 down to win the game 2-1. They're going to be confident. They've got players returning back from injury as well. So as I said, when you're taking defensive frailties of late, these players, bit of buoying in confidence, you know, this is going to be a very, very tough ask. I thought against Leicester, especially first half, we played it really well. You know, it was good game management from us in the first half. I didn't see a lot of the second half, but it was very disappointing to concede the first goal the way we did. You know, Masuaku, I thought, was having a pretty decent game. Gives the ball away in a crucial area, and Iheanacho punishes us. And again, then it's back to the walls. Now biting time for us fans. And you could see at the end, David Moyes, he wasn't happy with what happened. You know, he wasn't happy that we conceded the second goal really late on. And it was that back to the walls. He was screaming at the players to get out and push up. And you know, these are the things that we've got to put right. We've said before, individual performances and individual errors cost us. You know, we need to solid up at that back. You know, it's great scoring 3 goals every game. It's fantastic. But we can't keep going in and conceding 2 and 2 and 3. You know, if we want to push for these European spots, we need to tighten up our back. And, you know, that's something that they will be working on in training. So it's going to be very, very interesting how we approach this game. Obviously, we're going to be looking to get revenge over Newcastle after they beat us 2-0 at the first game of the season. Probably our worst performance the whole season. So it shows how much we have stepped forward going into this. But as I said, it isn't going to be easy, especially when you add to the fact that we've only won up there, twice in our last 6 fixtures, and we only have 2 wins in our last 16 visits to St James's Park. So it's 2 wins in our last 6 against Newcastle, 2 wins in our last 16 visits to St James's Park. So it just shows how tough of a place St James's Park can be and go to get a result. You know, so it's going to be very, very difficult. You know, as I said, Newcastle are going to be a lot more confident going into this one. They're going to see our defensive frailties that we've had. Look, we've got plenty to worry them. The form of Lingard, Bowen scoring 3 in his last 3, I do believe. You know, so they're going to be worried about us. We just need to tighten up at the back. But, you know, positive sides, we are unbeaten in 22 Premier League matches since David Moyes returned to the club against lower half opposition. You know, which in itself is a fantastic, you know, stat to have. Just shows how much we have improved since Moyes has took charge. And, you know, let's hope that continues and that run of form against the teams in that bottom half of the league just continues, and we can keep going and keep pushing for this European spot. One person we definitely need to be wary of is Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson has 8 goals in his last 9 games against us. You know, he's one of them players, as I've said in previous big match previews, there's players that like playing against certain teams. And Callum Wilson is one of them that likes playing against West Ham. So he is going to be a big, big danger. He's just coming back from, I think, injury. He come on against Burnley late on. You know, so he's someone to worry about. St Maximin as well come on and changed, from what I understand, listening to it on the radio, changed the game for Newcastle. So he's going to be a very, very, you know, a big worry for us, but a player that we need to be very, very wary of. You know, his pace has caused us problems before, but obviously that was the West Ham of old. This is a different West Ham now, and we've got completely different players. So it's going to be interesting. There's going to be some really, really good individual battles there. You know, St Maximin, if he plays on that left, he'll be up against Soufal, who's having an absolute stormer of the season. He's probably one of the best right-backs in the Premier League as well. So that's going to be a really interesting battle. And the shape that Moyes will take in this one, will he go to that back 5? You know, with obviously that injury to Creswell, with him going to be missing that one. You know, will Ogbonna be fit? Hopefully he will be, but if not, does he put Soufal as the third centre half and bring in Fredericks to play on the right? You know, it's going to be interesting to see how Moyes approaches it, but it probably will depend on Ogbonna's fitness and, you know, how sharp he's going to be. And obviously, also you've got to remember with Newcastle, they have got Andy Carroll, our old forward, sitting on the bench. You know, he'll be wanting to prove one to West Ham as well. So Lots and lots of players to worry about. They'll definitely be missing Fraser and Hayden for this one. As I said, we'll be missing Declan Rice. Looks like Antonio won't be fit. Yarmolenko, maybe this game's come too early for him as well. But Bonner has been training, so hopefully he's back fit and ready to play in this one. I think, personally, the way we've been defending of late, if he's fit and match fit, I'd shove him straight back in. I don't like rushing players back, but I think if he is fit, shove him straight back in now. And try and strengthen that defence a bit. His leadership and just the way he plays will boost the players around him. But, again, if we do go that far back, you could see Bonner coming in, slotting in into sort of that left centre half position alongside Dawson and Diop, and Soufal could play that right wing back role. But personally, if St Maximin starts with the pace that he's got, I'd rather see that sort of, if we go with a three at the back, I'd rather see that combination of Soufal and Fredericks to deal with the pace of St Maximin. So, as I said, Moyes has got a lot of options, even though we are a bit thin on the ground. So, it'll be interesting to see what he does in this one. Players I'm going to keep an eye out for this one. I've already spoke about Callum Wilson and St Maximin, but John Joe Shelby is another one. He seems to raise his game. I don't know whether it's the fact that Sullivan said he weren't a good enough player, but he always seems to turn into this top class player against us. So he is one we're going to have to get to grips with in the midfield. I would say Noble's the one to look after him, but he plays a bit further. He plays a bit too deep. I thought Noble against Leicester done that well, protecting that back floor. So Souček's got to get on Shelby when he gets the ball. We can't let him find his range of passing because he has got passing quality in there that can hurt us and cause us a lot of problems. But overall, again, going into this game, I am confident. I know when I bring up the stats, they don't sit there and look that confident going forward, but I'm confident going into this one.